Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, it's that time of the month again. Where is Harry? Like, all we've heard is like what Megan said, he said, right? We haven't seen him make a statement or we haven't seen him since all this came out. Where is he? Where is our sad little squirrel with no nuts? Where is Harry? Where is Harry? Where in the world is Harry? Where in the world is Harry? Where in the world is Harry? Is he in the UK? Is he in California? Is he, well, somebody had a slip of the tongue and they said Florida. And I thought, sometimes that's just, if you aren't like right on top of maps and whatnot, it'd be easy to mix up California and Florida, I suppose. So could have that just been like a slip of the tongue? I do that all the time. I reverse things or say things or, I don't know. Let's find out. Where in the world is Harry? It's our monthly reading. Where in the world is Harry? Because we all know he's not living in California. He might show up and do a few things and take a few pictures. We all know he's not living there. Where in the world is Harry? Oh, I have an announcement to make. Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So you'll have to find your own time. I'm doing a live. And it'll be open to members only, all levels of members. And we'll just be doing Q&A again. That was a lot of fun. Somebody suggested like we have like a theme, and there's just so much going on right now. Like talk about Tom Bauer's book. We can talk about Netflix, Vanity Fair article. We can talk about Harry's protection status or whatever. So I'm not going to quite do a theme yet. I think a theme would be really good if it's a slow week, right? Nothing's really much going on. Then we say, oh, let's go talk about the children, or let's talk about the moon bumps, or something, right? Something like that. But I think there's so much going on. I'm going to skip the theme. If you can't make it, you can email me your question. And the reason I'm asking you to email me is because Mr. Mystical will then see it in the emails. And the email for the business, the one that he will see, is youtube@mysticalfortunes.com. youtube@mysticalfortunes.com. And then that way he'll see it and he'll be able to read it out. All right? All right. So that's a live Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. For members, you have to be a member. It's only 99 cents to join as a member. And the reason somebody asked about that, and yes, I know if you aren't a member, you have a question, but one of the reasons I do that is that then you get rid of a lot of the trolls. And I do not like the sugars attacking my viewers. And so this is just to keep the people safe from those trolls. They're nasty, nasty people. And this kind of keeps them safe and moderated. And right after the live, I make it public. All right? It's just during the chat, I do not want anybody coming in and saying, oh, here's my question. Did William beat up Kate? Right? Like, honestly, they're just so ignorant. Or they'll attack the viewers, the people in the chat. Oh, anyways, I don't want to go too deep into it. So that's why it's members only. And that's why it's only 99 cents to join. I mean, if they want to pay their 99 cents and they can still come in and attack me, I'm just like, okay, pathetic person. All right. But I make it public right afterwards. So if you miss it, it'll be public. If you want to submit a question and you won't be able to make it, or you aren't a member, like I said, youtube@mysticalfortunes.com, and Mr. Mystical will be able to read those questions to me. All right? All right. Shall we begin? Where the heck is Harry? Queen of Cups in reverse. He's somewhere Mommy really liked. He's somewhere where Diana really enjoyed being. He's also having a kind of an emotional breakdown. The Fool, well, he's somewhere sunny. He's somewhere, I'm going to say he's by himself. He's by himself. Six of Swords in reverse. Is he in the UK? Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands in reverse. He's hiding from Megan. I'm going to say he's in the UK. I actually think, and the reason I think he's in the UK is because the Six of Swords is in reverse. No, you know what? I'm going to walk that back. I actually think, here's Megan. Megan showed up. I'm actually going to say the Six of Swords in reverse means he's stayed put, like he hasn't gone anywhere. I'm going to say that he is by himself in California by Megan. But he's outside of the home, right? Here he is by himself. He's outside of the home. Here's another reason I think he's in California. Here's sun and mountains with snow on them, like Tahoe, Mount Shasta, right? Maybe he's in Northern California. But I think he's in California. But he's not, he's outside of Megan. All right? Temperance in reverse. He's having a temper tantrum. He might actually be, with this Queen of Cups in reverse and this Temperance in reverse, he might be on a big bender. That's probably why he wants to be by himself and not around the children. Megan may have kicked him out. Two of Wands. Yeah, you know what? I think he's still in California, but he's looking where his next. Interesting, this was my Netflix card. And now that they aren't in Netflix, maybe now he's free to go do some things. My cards and my sources kept telling me that they had to stay married as long as they had the Netflix contract. And so now they don't have the Netflix contract. He's now wondering, where in the world do I want to go? But he is where he is right now. The Hanged Man, yeah. He's in California, guys. He is in California, but he's not with Megan. I think he is, because if he had left California, Six of Swords would be upright. I mean, he's moved on. I'm going to say he's possibly, I think he might be stuck there because of the kids. I think he's on a bender. Well, according to my sources, right? The story that we're making with our tarot cards, right? This is just like writing a book, isn't it? Well, it does look like it, doesn't it? Five of Cups in reverse. He's trying to let go of the past. He's trying to look forward to the future. He's wondering what his next move is. I don't think he's on the move. I think he's somewhere, right? The Hanged Man here, wondering what his next move is. Three of Swords, his betrayal. And it's pointing at this Knight of Wands. Betrayal, sorrow, sadness. Look at it's right next to the Five of Cups, but thankfully the Five of Cups is in reverse. If that was upright, I'd say this boy is in trouble. Big, big trouble. But the Five of Cups is in reverse. So, and interesting, it's holding up a mirror and it's looking at the world here. I think he's looking at all his options. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. I'm going to say that he's looking at a way to get out of this. So he comes out smelling like a rose. What's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? I think he's pretty much had it with Megan. Also, Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be Granny, or it actually could be, he could be mad at Catherine. Like we all know he was in love with Catherine. Probably still is. Let's see, who is this? Knight of Cups. Eight of Wands in reverse. There's the Wicked Witch of the West. Four of Wands. Home. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. They're both in reverse. They're both in reverse. And that's home. That's home. And the Eight of Wands not going anywhere. There's an offer. Ten of Cups. He's somewhere close to the kids. Yeah, he is. We might see a picture of the whole family very soon. I think that yeah, I actually think he's close to home. I don't think he's in the home. I think he's close to home. I think we'll see something with the four of them for whatever reason. I don't know. I think we'll see some kind of picture of them picking dandelions or something. I think that's what he does. He stays close by. He stays close by home, pop in, do some pictures, do some photos, and then leave again. Three of Wands. Yeah, he's making plan. Look at that, Nine of Swords. He's making plans to move forward, to move ahead. Eight of Swords, an Ace of Swords in reverse, an Ace of Wands in reverse. Wherever we hear where Harry is, he's not. All right. So if they say he's here, or if he's at home, right? If we get that picture and he's at home, he's not. We have two no's here. And also, I think he could possibly be like somewhere by himself with his Temperance card in reverse, on some kind of bender. We don't have the Devil here, so it's not anything he's addicted to. I think it's just like he can't, when he gets upset and he can't cope with things, he possibly self-medicates, according to my sources. He just really doesn't know what his next move is. I think he really wants to go back home. This Three of Wands could even be him watching what's going on, the state banquet and whatnot, and realizing what kind of life he's made for himself here and how difficult it's going to be to get to that castle. How he's created things that's trapped him where he is, and how is he going to get up to that castle again? How is he going to get back to the royal family? So yeah, I think he's in California. I don't think he's actually living in the house. I think he is close by. He could possibly be in Northern California. And wasn't there a rumor a while ago that he had an apartment in San Francisco? Which I consider Northern California. Like it's at the very south edge of Northern California, if you know what I mean. And I wonder what here is with the Queen of Cups in reverse. That just could be his mental state. He just could be just really inconsolable right now, especially here with the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to say, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not getting, like, if the Ace of Wands was upright, that tells me he's flown the coop. Six of Swords upright, that means he's moved on. This is telling me, especially with the Hangman here, he's in California. He won't show himself though until he comes out smelling like a rose. But I think we're gonna see a picture here of him soon. I think we're gonna see a nice family picture soon, probably before they go to Australia. Yeah, maybe Easter. right? Easter's right around the corner. I bet that's what we're going to see. But we're going to see the four of them together at Easter. All right. But it's all a picture. It's all a facade. All right. Thanks so much for watching. See you online. Bye for now.